you. Lona, would you like to join me?
Oh, sure. I might as well.
And if anybody needs help pronouncing our last name, it's Falenczykowski. Don't be nervous. All right. We are so thankful to Pam DeMars and to the Greater Mankato Rotary Club for selecting the Betsy-Tacy Society as 2022's Service Above Self Nonprofit Award nominee. I would like to introduce Lona Falenczykowski, my mother, and one of the many forces behind the Betsy-Tacy Society. Lona exemplifies service above self to me. When Lona commits, she commits, and maybe she should be committed, but that's a different story. Lona is a founder. That was her joke, by the way. Lona is a founder and longtime board member of the Betsy-Tacy Society for the last 32 years. She also has a radio show on KMSU The Maverick for the last 35 years. Her mother once asked her, and they aren't even paying you for this? Please join me in welcoming Lona Falenczykowski.
Well, I'm also honored and grateful to the Greater Mankato Rotary to receive the Service Above Self Award on behalf of myself and the Betsy-Tacy Society. Maud Hart Lovelace was born in Mankato in 1892, and in 1940 she published the first Betsy-Tacy book depicting her life in Mankato at the turn of the century. The series are fiction, but based very much on her childhood through her young adulthood. In the 1990s, a small group of local fans met to establish the Betsy-Tacy Society. Now I'm supposed to read the first newsletter that we put out, a one-page newsletter with our goals at the time. This was early 1990, so how many years? 32 years ago or something like that. I'm not good at math. But the goals of the Betsy-Tacy Society were to meet on a regular basis, to become more aware of Maud Hart Lovelace and the Betsy-Tacy series, to learn more about Mankato's history, to hold workshops for all ages based on Maud Hart Lovelace's writing, to find volunteers to help visitors and tourists see the sites mentioned in the Maud Hart Lovelace books, and to promote the publication of some of the Maud Hart Lovelace books that were out of print, and to plan membership drives and fundraising events, to promote plaques for the houses and places that figured in the stories, and to have an annual Betsy-Tacy celebration. Our long-range objectives were to commemorate Maud Hart Lovelace's 100th birthday in 1992. We want to hold a convention for the Betsy-Tacy fans featuring workshops, cuisine of the area, history of the area, costumes, and crafts. And our second objective was to purchase a house to use as a visitor center, gift shop, and place from which to conduct tours. So that's the first newsletter. So where was I? In 1993, HarperCollins reissued the 10 books. In 2000, HarperCollins reissued the series along with the 3 long unavailable companion books, Emily of Deep Valley, Carney's House Party, and Winona's Pony Cart. In 1995, the Society bought Tacy's house at 332 Center Street. Thanks in a large part to Dennis Weiss, the restoration began. At that time, I received a phone call from Dennis Johnson, host and executive producer of PBS's hometown television show, Home Improvement Show, that ran from 1886 to 2016. I was not familiar with the show. Dean read that the Betsy-Tacy Society had purchased the Tacy house and asked if we would like some help with the restoration. I thought it was someone playing a joke on me. He said, "I'll talk to Bob Wheeler and get back to you." He laughed and told me about his shows. He told me he was born in Mankato, and when he was 9 years old, he was homeschooled due to rheumatic fever. He actually had a telecommute class and his teacher had him read the Betsy-Tacy books, which he said he very much enjoyed. And to make a long story shorter, I kept in touch with him for the next 10 years. He always assured me that Home Time was interested in helping us out. Many of the board members thought that I was delusional. I asked him to send me proof that I was in touch with him throughout the year. And he sent me an 8x10 glossy of himself inscribed, "Lona, keep hanging in there. I hope to help out someday on your project." Finally, in 2005, the Home Time crew came to Mankato and filmed 5 shows on the restoration of Betsy's house. Dennis Weiss was the Betsy-Tacy project manager along with many local volunteers. Candy and Doug Lavin, Benny Banwart, Joan Brown, to name just a few. It is with our great team of volunteers and members that we've been able to sustain our ongoing work. And I'm hoping many of you will join us as members and volunteers. And I want to thank the Greater Mankato Rotary again for Service to Self Award, and to thank Pam DeMars, the Betsy-Tacy Society Board President, for this honor. I was watching the PBS show on Muhammad Ali on Sunday night as I was trying to put some thoughts together for this presentation. The show ended with Muhammad Ali's quote that is on his tombstone. It was, "Service to others is the rent you pay for your room in heaven." And I'm hoping that this will give me a room there.
Why don't we have you come over this side just a
Heavy.
little bit? There we go.
Heavy.
All right. I'll take 2 here. Congratulations.
Lona, before you go, we started hopefully a long-running tradition last year, presenting the winners of the nonprofit award, part of the proceeds from today's event. So in here is a check for $1,500 to go to the Betsy-Tacy Society.
I'm going a little bit off script because my MCs are doing a great job and made up for lost time. So I'm going to take a privileged moment here. Dr. Smentek's family has a special visitor with their table today that I want to recognize. Molly, would you come up? So Dr. Smentek is one of our members, and so is Molly. Molly is one of our BTT members. Oh. We have membership for our young adults, and I asked her ahead of time. I didn't surprise her, and I just wanted to, would you mind saying a few words though about your membership and tell them about your
I have a pen pal. She actually just wrote me a letter today, and she lives all the way in Kansas, and I just got her. She's a new pen pal. I've had a couple of pen pals in the past, and there's not a lot about it. It's just really fun writing letters to friends that you wouldn't even know if you weren't with the Betsy-Tacy Society.